Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Gridiron Studios roll cage for the Vamp. And we'll compare it to a Vamp without one, because I have two of them sitting here. And then also what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this dual minigun, how it sets on it, and see how it looks. So we're going to pop this off. We're going to see how easy it goes on. From what I understand, it's supposed to go on nice and easy. We'll see how it looks with the 50 cals that came with the Hasbro Vamp, and then we'll take a look at the minigun, see how that goes, and see how it all fits, and see if it actually does enhance the Vamp all that much. But anyway, a lot of people have this, a lot of reviews on this already. I have not watched any of them. I've seen what Gridiron has put out, and hey, you know what? It looks pretty damn cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like having a Vamp that's just regular. I think they did a wonderful job. I mentioned this in the last video. Hasbro is doing such a wonderful job with stuff. It is really forcing Gridiron when they do their accessory packs to add on to a figure and now obviously to a vehicle. They have to step their game up that much more, and from what I'm seeing, they pretty much are. So anyway, let's get into this. Let's see if this actually is worth your money, because they're doing a lot of accessories, and so far I'm gonna have at least the first 4 phases at the show. This is phase 1. So anyway, let's get into it. But before we do, you like Gridiron stuff, you like G.I. Joe stuff, you like 3D printed weapons and different accessories that go with your 6-inch figures, take a second, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, and hit that subscribe button. That's it. Now let's go look at this. All right, so I got it out here, and this is what comes with the roll bar. Here is your roll cage here, and you can tell there are 2 different spots that you can put the gun wherever you want to put it. This is a 3D printed model, not a model, but a 3D printed accessory. It is very sturdy. Again, you can see that there is pliability to it, so it shouldn't snap. They use really good products, so you don't have to worry about it. Here are the lips that are supposed to clip underneath here, and then you're just going to plug it right in here. So there's nothing that needs to be undone. Nothing needs to be glued down. It should just fit in. It looks like these are supposed to be your ammo boxes. And then you have this stuff right here, which is going to come with your ammo belts and a couple other little accessories here. This here is going to be for your fire extinguisher, because you're going to lose the ability to use it from what I understand. Then you have these 2 hooks. Now, what are these for? Well, these are for the new backpacks. They're just going to clip on there, and the backpacks will hang on there. So if you have extra backpacks that your figures are using, you're going to be able to throw them on up there. All right, so first off, we'll take this thing off. So right now, I just got the 50 cals mounted on this one. And as you can see, I don't care what anyone says. You can do whatever you want. No one's coming to take your little toys away. But if you are wondering, this is how the ammo cans are supposed to go. People argued with me. People said, no, it's not. I asked Lenny. He specifically said, yep, that's the way it's supposed to go. You can see the bullets are facing forward. They're supposed to go down here. And the reason for that is, if you don't realize, bullets have to come out. If you have them down on the bottom, like a lot of people did, what's going to happen is, in actuality, there's a good chance your bullets may jam because they get stuck in there. This way, they're actually just pulling up. But that is the way that it is supposed to go. Again, frankly, I don't care how you do it. I'm just telling you the way that it's supposed to go. All right. So, move this stuff out of the way. So, here we have this. Again, we got these 2 little lips here. As you can see, I got the fire extinguisher right here, so we'll pop it out. And from what I understand, nothing needs to be removed. So what we're going to do is take this. There are no instructions with this, but if you watch enough videos online, basically Gridiron, they will show you exactly what to do. So that thing just fit right in there. All right, and then all you're going to do is push it down. And there you go. That easy. That is how simple that thing is to install. And if you want to take it off, all you have to do is pull up on here, and it's going to come right off. So nothing needs to be adjusted. You don't need to worry about modifying your Vamp if that's something that you're concerned with. So again, here we go. Try not to lose this. So this thing's just gonna go in like this. And then we're just gonna push on down. Right into place, look at this. Everything is on. So that is designed really well, especially for something that is 3D printed. It's not mold injection. It's not made to go with it. Hell, it's probably better than a lot of the stuff that we see that have gaps and different things like that. So quickly looking at it, you can see obviously that's where your canisters are, where your ammo box is. I love the fact, just a little design like this goes really far. 3D printed. But again, when you look at it, you don't see the same types of lines that a lot of the 3D printers that we use today for ourselves. All right. So now what are we going to do? We're going to start off with this bad boy. And well, that's a damn good question, because I was under the assumption that you could use this if you wanted to. But unless if I'm mistaken, I don't see how you can use this. So where am I missing how this goes on? Wow. So this is the first conundrum that I'm getting here. That I don't see exactly how this is supposed to go on. I don't see how that comes off. Well, that is my first question. Is how exactly is that supposed to go on? They didn't give me a peg or anything that connects to that. So, what that leaves me with is only using this minigun, which I didn't want to do right away. So now I gotta figure out how this is supposed to go on. So I'm gonna say give me a second, because maybe there's something missing. All right, so that's the first thing. So first, we're gonna get rid of the ammo canisters. So what we're looking at is this piece here unplugs like this. Now maybe you knew this. I did not know that. I had no reason to take mine off. This thing does come off, so there you go. That's how that thing's gonna sit. And this one goes on the back, so it does not. That's the reason why there's two. So here we have the two different ones. The one up front is way too big, but the one in the back here, it pops on just like that. So now you have it raised up, and if I am correct, well, actually these canisters don't come off, so you're going to use the ammo belts, which actually goes to the other one. So you take the ammo, well. So I apologize for this, but all right. So that's going to plug in like so. And then we can kind of just pop this on here. And I have a feeling it's going to be maybe a pain to get this thing in here. But that thing's just going to plug directly into there. So now you can see how that's supposed to fit in there. I feel like this, like something just doesn't seem right. But I am looking over here at the mock-up, and it looks like that's how it is supposed to go. All right, so we're gonna take this here, plug the ammo chute. I believe this is called an ammo chute. If I'm wrong, please feel free to let me know what it's supposed to be. And again, the reason why you're seeing it like this is this how you're gonna have to figure out how to put it on if you do order this. So there we go. Now it's gonna take a little bit of playing around to get it to look the way you want it to. I don't like the way that kind of sticks out, and maybe that is the reason why he gave you other options with the machine gun. So if you want your 50 cals on there, there you go. That is the side view of it, which I think a lot of people mention how they like it because it seems like it stands up a little bit higher so it doesn't shoot off all the stuff right there. But I'm trying to knock everything off my desk here so I can show you guys the side-by-side view of how the two different ones are going to look. So you can see right away that there is a height difference, where this is actually, if it's shooting straight, it's a good distance above the lights, where this one here, people are worried that it's going to shoot out the lights. I'm not worried it's going to shoot out the lights because guess what? It's a toy. So we're going to move this out of the way. So this is what it looks like with the 50 cals that it came with. And for the people that are mad about the butterfly, talking about how, you know, that's a butterfly. Why would you have a butterfly on that? You don't have something that can sit there, especially if it's just electronic where it moves. B's Battleground showed off a picture. He was in the military and showed you that, hey, they have Humvees with 50 cals and a butterfly grip, so you can shoot it manually or automatically, depending how you want to do it. All right, so we're going to take this off. Now we're going to take a look at, oh, actually, hold on, we're not done yet. So what we have here is these pieces here, they're going to pop right on here. Now, you don't need to have them, but it's nice that they give this to you. And then what you're going to have is this piece, which is going to be for your fire extinguisher. So, pop the fire extinguisher in there. And what's nice is you can move it to whatever position you want it. So it doesn't have to be hanging out like this. It doesn't have to be in the back. It can actually swing up underneath here. And I think that looks nice. That's, I mean, wonderful idea. They took into consideration. Technically, you could still have it back there. I mean, technically, I could still have it on there if I really wanted to. It's just going to be harder for you to reach back there because you have to go from the inside. But there you go. So now we're going to take this little minigun. Dual miniguns. You can see it has some triggers back here. Now, it does not look like it's going to rotate up or down. And unfortunately, you know, when I look at the machine guns here, you're only going to get so much up and down anyway. Yes, I know that sounded really dirty. These ones here, exact same guns, or exact same ammo belts, so you don't really need to worry about them. Maybe you have a second Vamp and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to use it on this one over here, just because you like it better. You can do that. You have to do some little modification, but... Oop. And so, I forgot to look at this. So here you go. This thing looks awesome. And this thing is, this thing would be hella powerful. You can see they spin, so they do actuate a little bit. It just gives it a nice freestanding look. You have the eye right there, which I would assume that is how you're going to control it if you're doing it automatically. If you're controlling it from inside the Vamp. It looks like it has other types of canisters on it of some sort. Maybe you guys know what those are. Those lasers. So they're going to guide where, you know, where the bullets are supposed to go. And technically you can turn it from behind here. But all in all, this is a nice little modified gun. And as you can see, it does not go in the back. It's going to go up top. Now, unfortunately, that is going to blow off. That is going to blow off all of your all of your lights. So this here, you're definitely going to have to move that if you want this on there. All right. Now with this here, up top here, this is where I assume you're going to feed the ammo. It's really odd that they would do something like that. So your ammo belt's going to fit in there, like so. And if you look here, those are two different sizes. All right, so the slits right here, they're two different sizes. So what we're gonna do is, this is real convenient to hold over like this. As long as it doesn't fall off the desk here. But might have to move some of the stuff out of the way. I would say let's take these things off first. We'll try it like this. Now again, if you're new to the show, if you're new to my channel, this is how I like to do reviews, because this is how you're going to be learning how to do stuff. So I say let's just do it the same way you would be doing it for the first time. Maybe you're an expert and you just know everything and you don't need something shown like this. So there you go. Those things have slid in there like this. I'm gonna pop this up on top here. Plug these into either the top or the bottom. Now I will say this, one of the biggest issues that I have already is that once you do this, you can only maneuver it so much. This thing cannot spin around 360 degrees. You can only shoot straight on this. And you're obviously going to be shooting this off. This thing really needs to be raised up a little bit. With that, you'd have to put them up at the bottom, because there are ports right there on the bottom, because these are just the exact same. Up, down, or top, bottom, whatever you want to say. But anyway, we have to take these off if that's how you want to do this. So there you go. There is a quick look at the Vamp with the Gridiron roll bar phase 1. And we'll be getting more of these phases in. He's already up to phase 4. And so if we go ahead and we take a look at this here, that's how this looks. I really like the little miniguns. I'm not sure how well they fit on here, but I'm perfectly fine with how the Vamp is. I just love the fact that it's modular. It's easy to pop off. You don't really need to worry too much about it. How does it look from the front? Well, we're going to have to raise things up a little bit, aren't we? So we kind of throw this right here. And that's how it looks like from the front. All right. So this is up to you guys. Personally, I would say, just looking at this here, if you're going to get the roll bar, I wouldn't get this gun. I wasn't even able to find it, so I'm not really sure where Greg found it. I would rather have the 50 cals on it. It seems to make a little bit more sense. Let's pop this off and show you how that looks from the front. Again, you're going to have to redo everything. We can kind of plug this in really quick just so you can see how this should look. Don't you go anywhere, Vamp. Don't you go there. So, if you're wondering how it looks from the front, here it is with the 50 cals on it. And again, it does give it it gives it a little bit more. I like just having my Vamp normal. If I had a second Vamp, I could definitely see myself spending the money to add all these accessories that we're getting. So there you go. Non-modified Vamp, modified Vamp. Your choice. I'm just letting you know, hey, these are the options. So let's wrap this up. All right, so there you go. That is the roll bar phase 1 from Gridiron for the Vamp. Obviously, I didn't take this off. I just wanted to finish up the video, wrap up the end here. But you can see how this looks. Again, I think it looks nice. I have no problems with it at all. But a lot of the stuff that the Hasbro team is doing, it's just so good already. We don't really need to worry too much about it. That's making these other companies have to step up. And Gridiron is top of the line when it comes to doing this. No one else I haven't seen doing anything like this at this scale. I know there are other people that are modifying, or not modifying, but creating the exact same classic laser gun that was on it before, or the doors that were on the Vamp Mark II and or Stinger. This one didn't have it. That's up to you. If you want to pick that stuff up, go ahead. It's cool. It's your toy. Do what you want. You modify. You want to modify it. You want to be a customizer. You go ahead and you do it. Do it to your little heart's content, because guess what? This is toys. These are supposed to be fun. And if that's what fun is for you, then good for you. Have fun with it. Anyway, I've talked way too much. I rambled too much. Like, it's Monday Night Toy Ramblings. If you watch Monday Night Toy Ramblings, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Monday. You'll find me there alone in the chat. Chat's a huge part of it. But I'm going to get out of here. If you're on Instagram or Punk with Toys, you'll find 2 of them. Subscribe to them both, because I like to give a little bit of different content from time to time. Facebook group page, Punks with Toys, because once you join, you're a punk with toys. Last but not least, I'm going to ask, hey, you've been here this long. Thank you, one. But please, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and you'll be notified every time I drop a Gridiron video, a G.I. Joe video, or something to do with G.I. Joe, or just a 6-inch line. Hell, it may be a 1/18th scale. I'm going to get out of here. Don't go anywhere. Here's my original Vamp review, and down here is the Gridiron playlist of all the Gridiron stuff that I've done, and believe it or not, I've done a lot, have a lot more going. Have a great day.